Hello and welcome back, you guys. I am actually redoing my RB25 valve covers. I'm gonna put a link to the first video where I actually painted them. I didn't really do a good job of like the step-by-step process that I did. And second, I wasn't 100% sold on kind of the color, the paint scheme that I went with. I wanted to do gold just because my two previous RB builds were also in gold. So I thought, you know, to just keep the legacy going, so to speak, of just doing gold on my RBs. When I painted it, it just didn't come out the way I wanted to. Parts in the metal, just due to not cleaning it very well. Textured parts of the paint that I wasn't too happy with. So I figured I could try to mask it up a little bit with like a marble effect, which broke up, you know, the finish of the actual valve covers. It looked kind of cool. It was definitely different, but I wasn't too happy with it in the end. I left it on there for quite some time, and I just kind of made the decision to strip it completely down. Well, almost completely down. So let me show you guys here where I'm at. So right now, I took a wire brush. I actually used some paint stripper, which doesn't really work as well anymore just because of the new formula that they have, which is better for the environment, but not necessarily better for removing paint. So if you look, this valve cover is almost completely done. I'm gonna sand it down with some actual sandpaper too for some of the spots I can't reach with the wire wheel. And this side needs a little bit more work. Alright, so you guys, one thing I'm noticing is if your wire brush starts to not really cut the paint very well, just switch your rotation as far as your drill, and what happens is each bristle kind of goes one way. When you flip it every now and then, it will start biting the opposite direction, and the paint will come off a lot faster. So if you notice, this might be kind of loud, so I'll turn it down on the video. I'll try to go on this. Not much is really happening, but the second I switch the rotation, it will start biting into it just like that. This is almost dry to the point where, or at least dry enough where I can spray the actual top coat. And if you look, it looks pretty good. There's no reaction. I'm always afraid of, like, after all the work you do, that there's a reaction in the paint. As long as your part's clean, you shouldn't have those issues. And as you can tell, looks good. Again, you can see some of the texture that I didn't like in the previous, and actually it was a lot worse before, but this I can deal with. I mean, like I said, it's not gonna be perfect, but so far this actually looks a lot better than the gold with the marble finish that I try to do to cover up all the imperfections. So what I'm waiting for now is just kind of waiting for all the shinier spots to get completely that satin look, and that should be dry enough to put my top coat. And I'm actually going to position my camera a little bit better so you can see how much I love this paint, like the color shift in it. So
Alright, final stage, gloss clear, duper color.
Alright you guys, so this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the content so far. I am happy that I redid this, even though it was a lot more work, stripping down that old paint and redoing the whole thing, but at least you guys got to see the process this time, and hopefully it helps you guys out with your projects. In the next video, I will be installing my forward-facing intake plenum. I am excited for that just because, like my other parts, I've been sitting on them for quite some time, so to be able to see them on the motor and not just in a box put away, it's gonna be kind of cool. Be sure to tune in. I'm gonna try to make these videos come out more consistently than just once every 2-3 weeks, just because I am wanting to get this build going and hopefully drive my car by the end of the year. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Later guys.